You know, Richard, one thing you notice about Victor Wembanyama, he is even-keeled.
Yeah, you don't see him yell. You don't see him criticize. He works on building that team chemistry. I respected players like that, the calm leadership type.
He buries it from three.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
Castle outside. Outside Wembanyama. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Wembanyama's got 9.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
Out to the wing. Pass to Ware. The three from Mitchell. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
5 out of 5 to start things off. They certainly seem to be in a good rhythm.
Nice shot by Wembanyama.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
And here's Adebayo, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game. Set the tone and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. But who can impose their will longer than the other team? Guys?
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Cornette's checked in for Champagnie. Barnes comes in for Vassell. Johnson, he's checked in for Castle. And it's Harper in for Fox. Heat leading by 3. Pass to Wiggins. Stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Harper with a 9-footer. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Hero. There's a minute 54 left in the first quarter here. The kick out to Adebayo. From the arc. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, early in his career, Adebayo couldn't stretch the floor. That's changed.
Harper passes to Johnson. Wembanyama, screen on Powell. Wembanyama's shot is good. Wembanyama's got 15 points.
Of his 8 shots so far, he's only missed 1. He's starting this game strong.
And so here is Miami. And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views. And they keep trading punches, both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Cornette passes to Barnes. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Adebayo from long range. And the Heat, another 3.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Barnes. Adebayo against Wembanyama. And that one's good. 17 points in the game.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Davion Mitchell, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Miami, torching the Nets, hitting 4 from distance that quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
They've got Luke Cornett, Harper out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Barnes, and it's Bryant in at the 3 slot. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Ware. He's scoreless. Mitchell, the pass to Powell. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. And the Heat lead by 6.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Fox, the pass to Cornett. Now Barnes, pounded by Adebayo. Kicks it out to Barnes. Connects from downtown. Barnes has gotten his second bucket on the night.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Checked in for Bryant. Miami making a switch here. And now looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here's a view of which teams last year got after it with their shot blocking. 4th, San Antonio.
That tells you the kind of strong defense they played last season. It wasn't easy to bring the ball inside against them at all.
Miami moving it around. Pass to Adebayo. There's the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Adebayo's got 9.
Oh, my. You have to respect the aggressiveness he plays with.
Ooh. And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
Yeah, even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
Spurs trail by 8. Outside Olynyk. Out left to the wing. Cornett with him. Now Ware. Outside Barnes. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. Got it! Bam!
The offensive successes do in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio.
Coming out of the floor for your Spurs, number 1, Victor Wembanyama.
Spurs trail by 7. Pass to Fox. Kornet sets a screen. Boom! Fox with a triple.
And it's important that Fox keeps taking and making triples. It really helps open up everything else for him.
They set the screen. Hero for three. Fires in the triple. Hero's got 9 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. If you look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence that can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put in the action because you blow actions up. And then, at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Back to you.
You'd love that mentality. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Looking at who's out there now for San Antonio. Champagnie. He's checked in for Kornet. Vassell comes in for Barnes. And Castle subbed in for Fox. So he comes up empty, missing both. One thing people notice about Dylan Harper, he loves to get going downhill.
Yeah, he delights in bullying his way through a defense, using a blend of speed and size to get to where he wants to go. And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let it roll.
Heat leading by 7. Adebayo passes to Hero. A minute 15 left in the second quarter.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish. The Spurs have gotten each of their 6 shots to fall here in the second.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
Here's Adebayo. And Miami again with the bucket.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Mitchell, the pass to Hero. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Over to the left wing. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
And so it's Miami closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Welcome to this early season edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Before we analyze that first half, we get to check out the power rankings.
Looking at San Antonio, a slight ding in the rankings for them. I mean, still an elite team, Jack, but they haven't quite looked as sharp lately.
Yeah, you go through ups and downs every season. You know, they started strong. Maybe they're cruising a bit, but they'll be fine.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Miami Heat.
I have some research here that might explain everything. Apparently 3 is more than 2. They keep making threes. That's why they're ahead.
I can't even begin to tell you how profound that was, big fella. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They've led by as much as 10. And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild. But when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Adebayo and Ware together inside. Mitchell out there with Tyler Hero.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
Here's Mitchell. Pass to Hero. They set a pick over Castle, and it's Miami with another.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
Here's Wembanyama, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Last season, Wembanyama averaged over 3 threes and just shy of 4 blocks per game. An unprecedented combination, Richard.
Yeah, Brook Lopez and Kristaps Porzingis are the only other two players to average 2 blocks and 2 threes in the same season. Obviously, based off the numbers, Wemby is on another level. I tip my hat to Victor. Came into this league with insane expectations, and he's embraced the pressure and met those expectations thus far.
Drops in the 3.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
And Wemby rips one from long distance.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
That's to Ware. Adebayo from long range. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And let's take a look now at how the shots have been divided up between 3s and 2s for San Antonio.
They're killing it from the arc right now, but limiting their attempts. If they let themselves shoot a little more liberally from the three-point line, they'd probably be well rewarded.
Now here's Castle. No made basket yet. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Yeah, flat-out dominant score. Wemby's ability to capitalize from anywhere on the floor is what makes him so dangerous.
Adebayo from long range. And again, it's Miami from deep.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Back to Wembanyama. The big man, Wembanyama, sinks the 3.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Miami leading by 7. Hero screen on Fox. And he lobs it up.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Fox Fox against Mitchell. The jump hook. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Fox.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pass to Adebayo. And again, Miami with a triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Champagny, pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama won't be denied.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Different look for San Antonio. Cornette's checked in for Champagny. Harrison Barnes comes in for Vassell. And it's Harper in for Castle. And Miami with a change here too. Powell's checked in. Throws it up high. Stolen by Wembanyama. He shoots. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Hey, he's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
Now Mitchell, 12 points for him. RJ, San Antonio seen a surge in popularity. Spurs jerseys seem to be everywhere these days.
Yeah, they call that the Wemby effect. When a team has a generational talent like Victor, a lot of new fans come on board.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Nice shot by Wembanyama.
He's just got it on automatic right now, shooting 100%, and that'll keep your confidence high.
Adebayo against Wembanyama. For 3, Powell. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got assist number 5 here tonight. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. How about Bam Adebayo? What an impact he's making.
He'll just keep hurting them from the three-point land if they let him. Here's a chance for Coach to change that. Making a change here. Waters checked in. Miami also changing it up. Jaquez comes in for Ware. Larson comes in for Mitchell. San Antonio with the ball. Trailing by 10. Back to Cornette. Pass to Wembanyama. Clock at 6. This one for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Wembanyama's got 48.
And you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Adebayo, that's good.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Here's Harper. He's got 5. It's good. Harper's got 7 points.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Heat leading by 8. Steps back. Here's Adebayo. Hero outside. There's the triple. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job sliding through the screen.
Bam Adebayo has been leading the charge for Miami. Talk about three-point shooting. He piled up 18 points from range that quarter. We'll be right back after this word. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Trust it. Good to great. Good to great. Don't settle for average shots. Move it.
And Coach Spoelstra instructing his guys to look for the best option.
Yeah, there's no reason to rush any bad shots, especially with 24 seconds to work with.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Harper. Then it's Harrison Barnes. Then there's Luke Cornett. And it's Olynyk into the power forward. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Hero for 3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
Spurs trail by 9. Here's Harper. Pass to Barnes. Count that bucket. Barnes has got 5 points now this quarter.
He's been doing all he can to keep this competitive, but he needs some support.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
And Fox has got the ball here for the Spurs. It'll be the front end of a two-game road trip. And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Wembanyama's checked in for Olynyk. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Pass to Wembanyama. Yet another bucket.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now.
Do not discount how much Fox's playmaking means to this team. He is the floor general.
Hero for 3. Hits the three-pointer. Hero's got 15 points here in the second half.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And here we go, the Heat fast break. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Three-pointer, Fox. He drops it from range.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. To the left side wing. Shoots from the baseline. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist by Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist with that last one. Heat leading by 7. Pass to Ware. A throwback possession. 2 points.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Look at who's out there now for San Antonio. Champagnie. He's checked in for Cornette. Vassell comes in for Barnes. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. And that one misses. Castle. Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
And what strength by Castle. A tough-nosed guard who knows how to score through contact.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Heat.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside.
Oh, the man's an artist. What a throwdown by Victor.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Adebayo. Good. Another from 3. His 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable. B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Here's Hero from deep. The free ball is down.
Well, Hero takes a ton of threes, no doubt. I mean, he has the green light from his coaches and teammates.
Wembanyama. Now Vassell. Here's the pick. 6 to shoot. Hero against Castle. He got it!
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
Hero fires! Wembanyama rips down the board.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Wembanyama there for the rebound. Spurs trail by 5. Fox on the prowl. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
What a huge shot. Fox wants to be the guy with the ball in his hands at key points, and you can tell.
Miami's gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the 4th. Adebayo! The triple drop!
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Wembanyama hits yet again. Wow! That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Here's Adebayo. Outside Hero. It's money from deep.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
They trail by 7.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks good at food. The growth of Vassell has been so impressive, willing and ready to bury these important shots.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. 4-2. Shooting for Miami.
Shoot 2.
2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Huge free throws there to pad the lead, trying to close that door.
Now a timeout called by San Antonio. 23 seconds left in the final quarter. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
Fox with the ball. From deep three-point range. And good! There's another!
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 seconds.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
We call that putting the game on ice. This one, oh yeah, that's over.
Wembanyama, cash from downtown.
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I can sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this squad.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 seconds.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game. So a close game sees Miami taking this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Tyler, we know you are never shy. What gives you that confidence to let it fly when the pressure is on?
I like taking a big shot. My teammates, my coaches, they all trust me, put me in the right spots, and sometimes I make a couple big shots here and there.
Well, you give them a reason to trust as well. Congratulations.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Tyler Herro.
starting at small forward, 6'1", number 36, Marcus Smart. In the middle, 6'10", number 5, DeAndre Ayton. At guard, 6'5", number 15, Austin Reeves. At point guard, 6'6", number 77, Luka Doncic. At the other forward position, 6'9", number 23, LeBron James. Head coach of the Lakers, J.J. Redick. One more time. Let's hear it for your Los Angeles Lakers.
So here's Miami's starting group. The Ghost Kingdom, Adebayo and Ware. Tyler Hero out there with Mitchell. And it's Gardner in at the small forward position. And for Los Angeles, the guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. James is out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Well, this team, Greg, is currently in the middle of their L.A. road trip.
And Southern California is always a great place to visit. You gotta love the beaches, the weather, but I could do without the traffic.
Yeah, Smart, a dominant player in a number of ways, but consistency with the jumper, I think, would put him over the top. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Reeves. James sets the screen for Reeves. And another three for the Lakers.
Well, Reeves takes a bunch of three-pointers, and he connects on a lot of them.
Ware passes to Hero. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Adebayo. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket.
I love to see Adebayo going at it inside just like that. Anything to build his confidence in the paint area.
The shot will not fall. The Heat have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
4 of 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Wow, Clark, is Austin Reeves being good, especially after signing that 4-year, $54 million deal back in 2023.
Yeah, I tell you what, it might be the best value contract in the league. I mean, Reeves just continues to improve each season. He's got a very efficient and effective game, and he's also shown the ability to be much in the clutch at times.
And here is James, following the three-pointer by Bam Adebayo.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Ware finds Hero over Reed. And the Heat get another bucket right there. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here's Doncic. We saw with 19 points his last night.
Doncic can score from distance, whether it's spotting up or off the dribble. He has got a maturity to his skill set.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. for the Lakers. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for 8. Vanderbilt comes in for Austin Reed. And Rui Hachimura subbed in for Smart. Adebayo deciding where to go with it. Bangs home the trifecta. Adebayo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Hachimura kicks to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They trail by 1. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad. 6 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Adebayo with the bucket.
And Ladie has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
There's 1:17 left here in the opening quarter. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, we saw a transformation with Luka over the summer as he committed himself to getting in the best shape of his life. And a much leaner Luka started showing up in late July, shortly after he recruited Marcus Smart to the Lakers. No doubt about it, guys. Luka has something to prove this season in a big way.
You got it. Making the commitment. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about. This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up." Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
James fires from way outside. Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for the Heat. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We come back right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Heat?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
We've got Jared Vanderbilt. He's out there with Rui Hachimura. Austin Reeves out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Pumpkin in at the 1 spot. That's the Laker 5.
Those are the looks they want to continue to generate.
Powell outside. The tray. And again, Miami with the triple.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into it. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Here's Mitchell after the basket by Los Angeles. Outside, Adebayo. And again, Miami with the triple.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
The Heat leading by 6. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Please welcome to the floor, the Lakers high squad, let them hear. Please welcome to the floor, the Lakers high squad, let them hear.
deciding to change it up. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Hero with it. He just worked San Antonio in that last game. Adebayo passes to Hero. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Hero's got the lead up to 9 now for the Heat. Hachimura with a screen on Mitchell. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Playmaking ability of Reed. Looks to me like he improves this area of his game every season.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Mitchell with it, defended by Reeves. There's Hero with the 3, and the Heat, another 3. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Let's see it.
Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Andre is checked in for Maxi Kleber. LeBron comes in for Rui Hachimura. Smart's checked in for Jake LaRavia. And Doncic is subbed in for Austin Reeves.
Marcus Smart, Luka Doncic.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Oh, LeBron from long distance.
May not be exactly what the coach drew up, but I tell you what, give James credit for being able to knock it down from deep.
The Heat leading by 10. Mitchell passes to Adebayo. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
The Heat shooting their first free throw of the night.
And you'd love to see Bam Adebayo grow his shooting range a little, get more aggressive, but his defense and athleticism are a great start.
Now here's James. He has 5.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Well, Clark, for a while, people kept asking, how long will LeBron play? It's almost like they've given up on that question now. He's played for so long and so well.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable in his longevity and excellence, but eventually Father Time wins out. He's a superhero right now, and I think always will be. I can't imagine that he'll overstay his ability to play at a high level. So we'll see what that brings.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
We need to rise up, get loud, Lakers, Lakers.
Austin Reeves is checked in for Heat. The Heat making a switch here. Seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Jovic. Stolen by Reeves. Throws down the breakaway jam.
One thing about Reeves, you're not going to out-hustle.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Jovic passes to Adebayo. Adebayo with a screen on Reeves. Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Powell. 34 points for Bam Adebayo. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Reeves the pass to Doncic. Reeves with the screen for Doncic. Offensive rebound. Smart, wide open. He fires. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And just plain aggressive basketball. Smart, taking what's his out there.
Powell outside. On the wing, Wiggins. From deep. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Miami Heat in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, where's your team getting its confidence and energy from in that first half?
Yeah, we're getting a lot of it off our defensive stops, and then once we got into a rhythm, then just started to, just make some tough ones, which sometimes happens when you see the ball go in.
Defense set the tone, though. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you, and folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Yeah, taking a look at the Lakers, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Miami Heat.
You have certain players that live and die by the three. Right now, they are L-I-V-I-N, living. Can it continue this way? I don't know.
Yeah, normally you preach a balanced attack. Maybe these guys don't need it. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys. He has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Heat. On the floor for Miami, the post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. Mitchell is out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Gardner in at the 3.
He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
Doncic with a screen on Hero. Reeves can't hit.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
To the inside. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, LeBron wants his respect. He said the work that goes into still playing at this level has to be respected. They say, would you rather be loved or respected? For me, it's always about respect. People can lie and say they love you, but you can always gauge when someone is not respecting you. Back to you.
He truly has earned it. Allie, we thank you very much. Well, a chance to check out some stats for DeAndre Ayton. Lakers trail by 14. LeBron passes to Reeves. Down low, here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
A little power down low from Ayton, not allowing the D to affect him.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Mitchell. He's got 6. Has to Ware. On deep, Adebayo drills it from outside. Adebayo's got 40 points.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start the second half.
The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
They've come out hot this second half, hitting 3 of their first 4 shots.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. On the free throw, no good.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
Now, Hero. He's got 16. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up. Again, the Heat good for 2.
What more can he do? I mean, my goodness, it's certainly his night.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Mitchell against Doncic. There's the pick. And a deep three from Hero. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Here's Reeves. He's got 7. Here's Smart. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And no doubt he's a defensive anchor. Smart's competitive spirit, it's just contagious.
The Lakers have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. That one is off. Los Angeles making a switch here. Hachimura's checked in. Norman Powell's checked in for the Heat. And he ends up missing both free throws. The Heat leading by 16. Here's Adebayo. Banked in off the glass. Adebayo's got 44.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a free.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And here's Adebayo. After Luka Doncic hitting the 3. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 6th assist on the night. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Vanderbilt comes in for LeBron. Connect, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. And it's Austin Reeves in for Luka Doncic. And Miami with a change here, too. Wiggins is checked in for Davion Mitchell. Now here's Hayes. Pass to Reeves. Stolen by Hero. Here's Adebayo. And he makes good on the layup. Adebayo's got 49 points in the game. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Miami?
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Here's Adebayo. After Los Angeles picked up 3 with their rush.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Reeves outside. Here's Connect. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
And you have to run Connect off his spot. He's very comfortable in the corner.
Wiggins, and there's another one for the Heat.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And Connect gets it to go.
I love how aggressive Connect is off the catch. Shots like that proves he belongs in this league.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. So both teams changing it up here. And Adebayo drops them both. 5 seconds left to play here in the third. Tires from the corner, and he hits the jump shot. Achiule's got 8 points. Fell through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Heat lead by 16. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. Let's listen in on what Erik Spoelstra had to say to his team.
I like the activity, guys. Active hands, active feet. They do not like it when we take it off the glass.
And obviously the approach Erik Spoelstra wants to see is that aggressive defensive approach and going after the offensive boards.
Yeah, and that persistence really pays off. When these guys are determined, that's when they are good.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's Jake LaRavia. And it's Hayes in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here's Hayes. And Adebayo sends it back.
Great instincts from Bam. Such a high IQ defender.
Los Angeles making a switch here. From deep, Reeves gets the three-pointer to fall. Reeves has got 9 points now in just the second half. Hero kicks to Adebayo. Hero looking over the defense, and he comes up with the deuce.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. checked in for the Lakers. Luka Doncic comes in for Austin Reeves. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. Now Hero after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Ware kicks to Hero. Back to Ware. He gets that one. And the Heat lead by 17.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Now, here's Kennard. Kennard setting the pick for Doncic, and stolen by Wiggins. It's 2-on-1. Here's Hero, and it's Miami with another.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
The three for Doncic. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
Adebayo passes to Ware. Wiggins kicks to Adebayo. The three, and here's Hero. That's good on the assist by Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6 assists here tonight. Kennard, the pass to Doncic. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down.
Not that time. He was determined to get those points.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Tonight earns our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.
Well, he has absolutely been ferocious in this one, right from the opening tip. I mean, he's made his presence felt. It's been impressive watching him outwork and out-hustle everybody during this game.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. It's James. Puts up the three. From range, LeBron is good.
The shot of LeBron. It's the final piece of his game. It'll be interesting to see how he develops it.
Now Hero. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the three.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
And so here is Miami after the basket by Los Angeles. There's the pick. Adebayo fires. And the Heat, another 3.
And terrific to see Adebayo putting up big numbers. He's continuing to grow as a scorer. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Heat.
They really really lit it up in this fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely. Just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And in a 2.
And good. He hits it again.
And it's 60 points again. Can't believe he's done it now 3 times.
I mean, right. 3 times. He's now tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in a single campaign. 32 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Adebayo outside. Here's Hero. And again, Miami with the triple.
And the range for Hero is up there with the best shooters in our league.
Leaves the pass to Ayton. And here's Doncic. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Adebayo, it's in. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. So for Allie LaForce, to my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.
Pass to Leonard. Here's Conan Niederhauser. Ware covers. Now here's Garland. It's deflected. And he's able to get it back. Leonard beyond the line.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Khalil Ware. Then there's Tyler Hero.
We've been watching him hold court out of the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
Outside Garland. Denied by Adebayo.
And that's what you can always count on from Bam. He is ready to turn away any chance at the rim.
Don't let him shoot that.
And again, Miami with a triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Now here's Garland. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Conan Niederhauser. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got 6 assists now in the game. It's Hero on the take. And it's Miami with another.
Yeah, Tyler Hero always under control in the mid-range area of the floor.
Back to Garland. Sinks it from distance. Garland's got 23 points.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
The shot's good.
Well, he is always looking for his own shot. Hero rising up and knocking it down.
Right side Mathurin. Leonard on the wing. Launches it. Confident from range. Leonard.
Well, I love the resilience. After struggling in the first half, he has turned it on. Well, Wiggins may look calm and cool out there, but he can put on a show at times.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Brook Lopez is checked in for Los Angeles. Jones comes in for Mathurin. Mitchell's checked in for Miami. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. And Coach had a very specific message for his guys. He said, quote, control what we can control. Play our game, and the rest will take care of itself. Solid message, if you ask me.
And Allie, thanks.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Heat trail by 6. Hero outside. Miami moving it around. Takes the 3. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Hero's got 7 now in this quarter.
That is a big part of Hero's role with this team. Being a reliable bucket getter regardless of the situation.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Now Adebayo. And yes, sir! Matching 3-pointers. Wow!
Even if this game doesn't go their way, he has to be proud of his performance tonight.
Collins outside. Leonard! Oh, perfect step back.
I think I've lost track of how many of their possessions have ended exactly like that.
And the way he's scoring is impressive. He's doing it with great efficiency.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Outside Lopez. Now Leonard. Collins outside. Knocks down the trifecta.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there. Well, Adebayo just stepped up at a critical point in this game. Tremendous amount of confidence.
He got it!
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
He left his defenders shook right there, destroying him with
some power. Wow, going to the top floor.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. It's good from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they need to get him the ball. Adebayo has a ton of big game experience.
Oh, that's a man on a mission right there.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Collins against Adebayo. Outside hero. Now Adebayo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To take the lead. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc. And he's still hitting those big shots.
Well, you would think by now they would have learned their lesson defensively. You have to stay connected to him.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
If there's enough time on the clock to go for a 2-for-1.
Here's Leonard. Now Lopez. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
I am really curious to see what he's got in store here.
Adebayo. Confident take by Adebayo.
Big-time bucket to put him in front. Now they've got to put everything into their D and come up with a big stop.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
I am really curious to see what he's got in store here.
With the step back, Leonard from long distance. Leonard drops it in.
That's an important bucket. Now they have to guard the perimeter tight. No threes at all.
Adebayo fires. Oh, connects again.
Another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for 4th most 60-point games in league history.
He's one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. I don't think you can make an argument against that. So it's the Heat taking the W in a close one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And let's reveal our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.
Up next, the Nuggets taking on the Heat. For the Denver Nuggets, they have been building confidence with each and every game. Every team they face knows they in turn have to bring their best if they expect to beat them. Heat, Nuggets, up next. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You see an uptick here, but still in the bottom half of the league.
And seeing where the Nuggets are, they're right around where most thought they'd be, right? They've been reasonably consistent, and the early predictions about them have been pretty much on the money.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Wiggins, Hero out there with Adebayo. Then it's Khalil Ware, and it's Gardner in at the small forward spot. And for the Nuggets, inside form, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the small forward. Yeah, just a few games in the book thus far. So, Greg, what are you looking for at this stage of the season?
Well, I like to see which teams get off to a hot start and who's struggling out of the gate. What can those teams do to improve?
On deep, Adebayo. Good on the triple. Adebayo's got 6.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Got a piece of it. On the wing, Wiggins. And down, and he goes right on top of Aaron Gordon.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Kicks it out to Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
And the coaching staff wants Gordon to keep taking notes. It's only going to help him get better.
Back to Adebayo. And he drops it in from the low post. 8 points for him.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Hero from deep three-point territory. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3 key things for a defender. All right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
And the shot is good.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
For Tyler Hero. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged 24 per clip, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, he's finding that balance. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Jokic kicks to Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, Murray's shoots from range at a terrific clip. As he continues to get dialed in, he's going to be a real threat out there.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. For the Nuggets, Valanciunas is checked in for Jokic. Johnson comes in for Peyton Watson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Christian Brown. He'd have gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. Deep Adebayo sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Johnson, the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Murray down low. Adebayo on him.
What a defensive force. Bam sees him cut at the rim and denies him the bucket.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Murray dishes to Gordon. Hardaway kicks to Gordon. Murray outside. Over Adebayo. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for the Miami Heat. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Bruce Brown. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Cam Johnson. It's Naji in at the 4. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. And the Nuggets making a change here. Jones is checked in. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Jones drives in, back to Jokic, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Jokic has got 6 in the quarter.
And there could be a big future ahead of him. If tonight's game is any indication, Jokic has some serious upside.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
And it's been an efficient game for Adebayo. He's done a nice job finding the hole in the defense.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
And we're seeing Cam Johnson take his offensive game, GA, to another level.
Upping his scoring while remaining efficient. Most of the shots coming from long distance, but he can put the ball in the bucket from just about anywhere.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. switch here. Murray's checked in. The Heat making a switch here. With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. Fourth, the Nuggets.
Well, last year they were all over the glass. Their physicality is what helped define their identity.
And that one misses. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report.
And you love the way Murray can vary his pace out there, keeps defenders guessing.
And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Heat. This is the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season. From deep three-point territory. And again, Miami with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Jokic. Outside, Hero. Adebayo with the ball. Guarded by Murray. And Bam Adebayo, another three. Adebayo's got 34.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Hardaway passes to Jokic. Murray left side. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic just got 5 assists in the game.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
6 on the shot clock. On deep, Adebayo. And again, Miami with the triple.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
No coverage that time. Murray's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And when Murray is playing like this, you get a real taste of the score he can become.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. For Denver. Aaron Gordon is checking in for Najee. Peyton Watson comes in for Johnson. And Christian Brown subbed in for Hardaway. To the middle. And slam dunk by Johnson.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. 1:53 left to play here in the second quarter. Our premier offense for the Nuggets, but defensively, Stan, there has been some slippage.
Well, they've had to make some tough financial decisions, letting some of their defensive-minded veterans depart in free agency over the years. They got to wonder who will step up, but it often takes young players a little longer at the defensive end.
First one falls for him. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
The Heat making a switch here. Larson's checked in. 1:22 left in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Adebayo, and there's another one for the Heat.
Man, terrific to see Adebayo putting up big numbers. He's continuing to grow as a scorer.
The deep three from Murray. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Deep Adebayo. And Jokic with the rebound. Lob pass to Gordon. Inside, here's Johnson, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Excellent timing there by Jokic. The young player getting ahead of the shot there and knocking it away.
Well, this is shaping up to be a special night for him. Started out well and is only turning it up here in quarter 2.
26 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Jokic. And here's Adebayo outside from beyond the arc and then some.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
And here's Watson. Wide open look here for Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got 24 points.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And so it's the Miami Heat in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
I'm here with Coach Erik Spoelstra. And, Coach, what, if anything, do you think your team could improve on?
Well, the fact that, we had some open shots, so we missed them. We just have to stay the course. We're expecting a big burst from them in this building. We've got to be stable all the way through.
You hope they start to fall. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Taking a look here at Miami, they started this season on the right foot, something we kind of expected given their offseason. We'll see if this is a pace they can maintain as the year rolls on.
And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Denver Nuggets.
They're getting cooked from long distance. Defensively, they have to do a better job of closing out.
Yeah, especially these days. It's not enough to protect the paint. Got to patrol the ARC as well.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And here are the Nuggets now, trailing here by 8. On the court for the Heat, they've got Adebayo. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Khalil Wareham. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Gardner in at the 3 spot. Here's Adebayo. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number 1 in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Kevin?
Good priority. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Outside, Adebayo. Back to Wiggins. Gardner passes to Hero. Outside, Adebayo. Pocket 6. Takes a 3. Krills the three-pointer. Hero's got the lead up to 11 now for Miami.
Well, there's the answer from Hero. One of the best from three-point range in the league.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him. Nice delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to Wiggins. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
That one drops for him. 21 points for Jokic.
And loving the aggressiveness inside by Jokic. Fantastic with his understanding of when to look to score.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
The Nuggets trail by 13 to the inside. Oh, throw it down, Nikola Jokic.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Tries it from 9. Again, the Heat good for 2.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And you assemble an all-swagger team. Jamal Murray is on that roster.
Well, you're right, Kevin. And look, where players really gain their confidence, their swagger, if you will, in this league is when you play your best on the biggest stages in the playoffs. Jamal Murray has certainly done that. He has earned his swagger.
Hands it from downtown. He's got 6.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. It's a 14-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home.
Well, they hit a 3 on the other end, and Murray goes right back at it.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Launches it from deep. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
There's Jokic, and good that time. Jokic has got 10 points in just the second half.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Wiggins sets a screen for Hero. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
And Jokic gets it to go.
And he just makes it look so easy at times. Once Jokic gets going, there's almost no chance of slowing down.
Adebayo, that falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
.116 left in the third quarter. Jokic with the screen on Adebayo. Pass to Gordon. And Gordon with the dunk.
And you can see room for improvement in Murray's passing, but the strong foundation is there.
58 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Wiggins. And again, it's Miami with a 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Murray. Kicks it out to Gordon. Connects from three-point range. Gordon's got 8 points here in this quarter.
When Gordon is connecting from deep, everything else becomes easier for both him and this offense.
The Heat leading by 13. Outside, Hero. The kick out to Adebayo. Back to Hero. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Pass to Murray. Back to Brown. Another 3 for Denver.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Heat. They lead by 12. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Nikola Jokic. Hardaway is out there with Cameron Johnson. It's Najee in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The Nuggets trail by 15. Hardaway passes to Pickett. Out to Hardaway. Fires for 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, and earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Hero, no good. Right wing. And here's Jokic outside. And he's good on the 3 ball. Jokic has got it back down to single digits for the Nuggets. And Miami has possession. At one point, they led by 16. Outside, Hero. And again, Miami with the triple.
And when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
Give it up for the Nuggets Blitz Squad.
Denver making a switch here. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what the Nuggets coach was going over with his team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Jones from outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Jones has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Higgins outside. Launches a 3. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Wiggins. And the Heat lead by 12.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Jokic from deep three-point territory. And again, Denver with the triple.
And if Jokic keeps refining that quick shot, man, he is going to keep the defense in trouble.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Changes. Gordon's checked in for Najee. Aiden Watson comes in for Jones. And Christian Brown subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Miami with a change here too. Adebayo is checked in for Mitchell. Jokic with the steal. Murray with it. Picked up by Hero. Murray, good.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Back to Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. Yet another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
Can't sleep on the young man, Jokic, especially when he's got that kind of position.
Miami leading by 8. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Adebayo connects again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making it GA look all too easy right now. Now Murray. Jokic inside. He's defended by Ware. He kills the 3.
Well, that's one of the things they like to do with Brown. Work him off ball.
Adebayo outside. From outside. Good. Another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Now Jokic. Brown fires. The 3 goes down.
Since getting drafted, we've seen Brown really raise his percentages from deep. That's key for this offense.
Here's Adebayo. Pocket 6. The wide open jam.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Mitchell, he's checked in for the Heat. And there's the 3.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Heat.
It was like watching a 3-point shooting contest around here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Murray. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long.
And just about 7.
Yeah, mental error there. You hate to give away.
Free throw good. Murray. Adebayo is checked in for Mitchell. Jokic. It's good.
Big time basket at a big time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And Miami making a change here. Rozier's checked in. Murray fires away. Drained from outside.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the play.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And you'd love to see Bam Adebayo grow his shooting range a little, get more aggressive, but his defense and athleticism are a great start.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Look, that's a pressure moment, and he came through.
One goal. Working against size. He's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
Yeah, and he also plays with great confidence, taking a shot there that other guys might have turned down.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Well, what I want to know, where is the communication defensively?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by...
You got it out.
Here's Murray. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Jamal Murray, 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that brings them within 2. Good on both. No foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Shoot 2.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. So he comes up empty, missing both. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.